Let's talk about books now. Every Wednesday we bring in Gwen Reyes here at 4 to talk about her favorite picks, and you've got one for us today that is from someone a lot of people will recognize her name but may not be able to quite place her.
Why you know her.
Yeah.
Yes, so Sheryl Sandberg, who wrote Lean In, which was one of the most popular books and continues to be like a hashtag of women business ladies, Lean In. And so she's got her follow-up called Option B, which is all about her life following the unexpected death of her husband a few years ago.
Who was young, by the way.
Very young, yeah. They were both very young. They went on vacation, and he had a massive heart attack while on the treadmill.
Wow. And so, okay, so Sheryl, you know, she has this life. She's with Facebook. You know, she has so many accomplishments on her own. She has kids.
Yeah.
Obviously, a lot of things to live for.
Absolutely. She has so much going for herself, and when something like this unexpected tragedy happens, and yes, you know, she had money, she had a family, she had support system, but her whole fear was that she was never going to be able to find pure joy again, and that she wasn't going to be able to find that for her children. And so she took this opportunity to write this book almost as a therapy session, I think, but to kind of get herself through her grief, but also to help other readers who are kind of maybe going through the same problems.
I was going to say, a lot of people, you know, will grieve differently
Yes.
depending on their personality, but grieving is different from that point where you finally sort of hit that rock bottom and you get that part out of your system and you think, now what? Now I've got to rebuild and lift myself back up again, and maybe you do need someone else to help you with a template.
Yeah, to kind of handhold you through that, absolutely. And I think that Sheryl's book does a great job of doing that, because it's going to come out later this month, so readers will be able to get their hands on it then. But what I thought was so great is she came at it from such an honest perspective. And yes, she's a very privileged woman, and she's got a life that a lot of us are never going to be able to experience. However, I think she's still a human, and I think she can still kind of really share her experience and hope that readers and viewers will have the opportunity to kind of heal with her and heal themselves.
Because I don't care how privileged you are and how big your pile of money is out back, if you really had this love of your life and you lost them and had no warning signs that you were going to lose them, that's a battering.
It's a horrible, scary situation. And the fact that she had to be a widow and a mom at the same time, like, she never really had a chance to grieve just by herself. She had to keep going. And I think that the fact that she was expected to be back at work and expected to kind of put on a happy face, and that was her whole thing, is that she needs to find her joy. She needs to be resilient, and not just surviving, but resilient and happy.
Interesting. Plan B, it's out later this month. Gwen, as always,
thanks, Jason.
Thanks. Hope that may help some folks out there who are going through some stuff too.